Gosh, I know you're tired of all the competition undercutting you, whether you're a balloon twister or a balloon decorator. It's getting fierce out there. Boy, do I know. And I've been there and done that, guys. So here's what I'm going to tell you of how to protect yourself in terms of the undercutters, okay? There's always going to be new people coming into our industry that really just don't know what the value is and or yes, they want to compete with you to get the event, the gig, or what have you. And what I tell my customers is certain things. First of all, have a good tagline. My tagline, I know to some people it might sound a little obnoxious, but it really is how I feel because I want to deliver everything to my client and just, rise to the top. So mine's a twist above the rest. Some of the artists, whether you're a balloon artist or balloon decorator, might take that in a funny way. But again, I'm not here to get business from the other artists. I'm here to get business to my customers who pay me. How about you? With that said, yes, we live in a wonderful balloon family world. However, this is about you making money. I'm Steve Klein. Welcome to the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. I'm the producer of the event that does take place in July as of right now, and that is this July 13th through 17th, 2025, and also on virtual replays. I'm also giving people a lot of great information on the station on just some good things in terms of how to make money and how to become full-time or part-time and advance your balloon business. So with that said, going back to undercutting, and again, we all have it. I've lost restaurants to people doing this, all kinds of stuff. And the truth is, if your client, goes someplace else and they see that as a better fit, so be it. Okay, there's always going to be somebody competing with you. However, okay, things like having your own slogan, being in the industry for a long time, showing up on time, looking professional, going the extra mile, okay, are going to be the things that are going to separate you. Even though a lot of artists are entertainers, right? Like myself being a magician and or, people are clowns or magicians and or twisters, uh, whatever it might be. When we're marketing ourselves, we really are business owners and we have to change and really understand that it's about business. It is about sales. And if you don't know how to sell yourself and or speak, then you have a problem, right? There's a lot of great balloon artists who are totally broke, balloon decorators. I hear it all the time. I talk to my friend Blanca. Okay, it's incredible how so many people come into the industry and they learn and they really don't know the value of what they're doing. So our job is, okay, indirectly is to teach our clientele and teach people what we're worth. But it comes down to your self-image and what you think you're worth. At the end of the day, nobody can really tell you that but you, and in terms of how you relate to your customers and what you deliver from showing up on time, being professional, going the extra mile, how you speak, adding on insurance, adding, whatever it is. Like I do the extra bling bling, obviously, the bling bling jam, adding on the lights, the headbands, the googly eyes, the feathers, whatever it might be. And, again, that falls by your reputation and what you're doing to spend time and or delivering what they don't expect. So keep that in mind. So it really is one of those things. And, not to necessarily create doubt about the competition. I have seen other people do that to me, and it's really interesting. But at the same token, there are things that are serious, like having insurance, because God forbid, if something happens, a family might be really concerned about that and or a client, right? And that does separate you as a professional. There's just some things that are kind of common sense, but as we know, common sense is not too common anymore. So we want to make sure that we understand that and we get the better people skills to relate to people. And if we don't have them, we want to develop them on what we call personal development. Remember, being a balloon artist, being a balloon twister is no different than any other biz. Some people really poo-poo this kind of stuff and they wonder why they're broke. Okay. They wonder why people are undercutting them and they're wondering why they lose business. Okay. And there's things that happen in the world and the economy and stuff like that. And you have to know how to bounce and how to think, okay, through that all. I remember, and I shared some of this back in, it was like 2007, 8-ish, where we having a hard time. I was offering goodie bags. Okay. And I was getting together with clients and or businesses, and I asked them for a trinket, okay, and then a coupon that went in the goodie bags. So I didn't lower my prices when everybody else did. I actually was booked solid because I was offering an extra bonus. Sometimes you gotta get creative and think out of the box. I was speaking with a few people who are being coached lately, and there's some great stuff on coaching, on this balloon coaching. Again, nothing against any of that, because I believe it's all good, but some of it is a little cookie cutter, okay? And it's interesting. I'm not saying it's bad, but we have to be sharing with people or learning from people who actually have done it and or are doing it, okay, as well, and understand the sales aspect of it. Yes, I have developed that through trial and error myself. Yes, I'm also a real estate agent. Yes, I was a loan officer. Yes, I have a successful business. Start off as a magician. Okay. And a lot of people were like, oh, so judgmental. Meanwhile, I was the one that was booked and they were not. Okay. And a lot of people as well, okay, don't understand that this is a business, like I said. So it's about you making your money. Look, your time's not free. Your gas is not free. Balloons aren't free. Conventions aren't free. When I hear people say they can't afford to come to an event that's busy season, I'm like, wow, that means you're not making enough money. It means you're broke, unless it's a really, really big gig. And I understand that sometimes it is. But when you hear it massively from people, it just blows my mind. Some things are just really important when you're around the right people, okay, like Bling Bling Jam, where we're going to share things like this. So that way you never have that issue again, right? And that's what I want this station to portray. And whether you're coming to the Bling Bling Jam or not, I so appreciate you watching this, and I want to hear from you what you're doing as well, and if you find this video helpful as well, because we all need reminders, and we all need to be like, yeah, you're right. Yes, I needed that reminder. Yes, that was really helpful. Because at the end of the day, we all need each other, and that's what I know. So I even have a coach right now myself, even though I do coaching as well, and I do that in the Bling Bling Jam, and as well I always have. But I have a mentor right now that's helped me with this station that is a good friend, very successful on YouTube, and just other tidbits. Of course, we all need work in different areas and or to advance ourselves as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. So keep that in mind. Don't knock it till you try it. And if anybody has anything they want to ask me, I'm always open to sharing as well because I live a life of abundance, okay? And I want you guys to win. I know a few people, shout outs, you guys I've been chatting with, and I just think you guys are doing great. A lot of folks are working on coming to the Bling Bling Jam and asking for sponsorships. Okay, there's a way to do that as well. If you don't ask, you don't get, and that's good practice for you guys getting gigs as well. So, again, don't worry about the undercutters. Be aware of it. Just be professional. Be you. If somebody, let's say, is waving on an event or getting quotes, and let's say you are a twister, okay, have them come and see you at an event you're going to be at, okay. If you're a decorator, okay, and you're concerned about your competition, add on the embellishments of twisting. Come to the Bling Bling Jam, okay? Learn from people that are going to share with you and take their time so it separates you. Or it might be that, you get a quote in for a big bar mitzvah or a wedding as a decorator, okay, and you offer them a couple hours of twisting, you throw it in, but your price is so high, it's $1,000 that it's worth it. Now, guess what? You're in a position to mingle with people. As usually as decor, you're not, okay? And that's really key as well. Most decorators are more entrepreneurial. Okay, hats off to them. Okay, even though more twisters, the skill is actually more difficult to most people. That's why twisters can pick up decor real easily. If you're a twister and you want to add on decor, okay, a great way to start, okay, to separate yourself is just air-filled centerpieces, arches, and columns. And again, we're teaching a lot of that Bling Bling Gym, common sense things that sell, that work, but also, again, the bigger the gig is, you might be able to make a package. I'm not saying give it away, okay, but I am saying when you have competition, you want to be on the cutting edge to get it off the street, get that gig off the street, okay? And that is sales or whatever you want to call it, and relating to people and being honest and responding to people on time and all those things. So keep that in mind. If you're not doing those things, and again, we all need help, pick up some self-help books, okay, on business and stuff, and feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you with that as well. But again, there's some cookie cutter stuff, like I said, on coaching, and it does work, okay, but you need somebody to listen to and or become part of a group of folks like the nucleus of your success, in terms of where you want to go. If you want to make more money and you want to watch out about your competition and always be on the cutting edge without lowering your prices. So I just want you guys to get paid what you're worth, and we nip this in the butt. And there's always going to be somebody with different price points. Look, it's either a Toyota or a Lexus, and you want to be the Lexus. Okay, is how I look at it, especially if you're trying to do this full time and or part time and be successful. So again, that was just on my thoughts today. I actually didn't know what I was going to talk about today. I was going to put up another video of from the Bling Bling Jam. And I said, no, I think this is a topic that people have been speaking about to me lately, and I think it needed to be said, and I can elaborate more on this. And I'm also looking at running a complimentary class on some marketing coming up. I'm just going to figure out when to schedule it. I don't know if it'll be before Bling Bling or after. We'll see. I have a lot of stuff juggling with that. But I do want to do that as I want to help the industry because I really believe that a rising tide raises all ships and we just can get better and better. And I want you guys to make money. And that's the bottom line. So again, I hope you guys find this video helpful. Love to see your comments. Love to see what you're doing. Ask me a question. Love to hear from you. And you guys over and out. And let's bling it on. We'll see you guys really soon.